Yo, what's going on? Welcome back to another episode of Levitation, the Sunday series. And my question is, who do you love? See, there are many things that compete for our love, our devotion. On one hand, you have God, right? The truth, the one, right? Who doesn't have to compete, but he desires our devotion. And on the other hand, you have entertainment, pleasure, lust, people, our own desires that compete for our devotion and time. But the main one that I want to focus on today is money. Majority of why we do what we do on a daily basis is because of the pursuit of money. It dictates what time we wake up. It can dictate our popularity. It can dictate all of our actions. It dictates some of our actions so much that some of us go to church and pursue God in hopes that he bless us with blessing. And sometimes in our minds, blessing equals money or a route to money. Now, because of society and how we use money, money has become a necessity. Listen to me carefully. There is absolutely nothing wrong with acquiring money. However, the problem comes into play is when you love money. There's a difference. There's a difference between the average pursuit of money. We need money to survive, but there's a fundamental difference in between the pursuit of money and the love of money. Don't get it confused. In 1 Timothy 6:9-10, it says, "But people who long to be rich fall into temptation and are trapped by many foolish and harmful desires that plunge them into ruin and destruction. For the love of money is the root of all kinds of evil. And some people, craving money, have wandered from the true faith and pierced themselves with many sorrows." In this passage, it points to a specific type of person. It can be describing some of us right now. And it says people that long to be rich fall into temptation. Let's look at the word long. The word long means to yearn for, an intense desire. This is more than the average desire that we often have. For example, we can desire for something to eat. Oh, I'm hungry. I could eat right now, but it's not a necessity. It's not a pressing issue. However, I do know some people who, when they get hungry, their attitude changes. But that's besides the point. The typical hunger, we desire food, but 9 times out of 10, we can wait. But when you're starving, this that type of hunger that you ain't eat for like a day or two. When you're starving, there's an intense desire there. A desire so strong that it will cause you to change your morals and your behaviors to get what you want. So in terms of money, it's speaking about those people who have that intense desire to be rich. Their whole purpose in life is to acquire money, to get to this particular tax bracket. Please don't get me wrong, there is absolutely nothing wrong with the desire to be wealthy. However, when that desire outweighs your desire for a relationship with God, that's where we make our mistake. In that scripture, it says the love of money is the root of all evil. It didn't say money itself, but the love of it. So that means we have to analyze our deep reasons and our deeper intentions on why we want to get wealthy. Let's be completely honest here. One of the main reasons why most of us want to get wealthy is to show other people that we are successful. Oh, you could deny it all you want to. But when you look deeper and you look at the root of why you want some of the things that you want, it boils down to showing off to other people. We want to show off our success. The way society has trained us to show this is by showing off what we possess. Oh, my success got me this house. My success got me these cars. For some guys, it's the women that they have around them. It's the type of woman, the trophy wife, the status. Can I be really real though? If you ask anybody why they want to be rich or why they want to be wealthy, one of the main reasons they're going to come up with is because they want to help their family. If you look deeper into that reasoning, yes, they may want to help their family, but majority of us want to be the person to help our family so we can get the credit by saying that I am the one that got my family out of poverty. It's all about credit and power. The reason why we want it, even in what seems to be the right reasons, it's still about credit and power. What I did, what I was able to do. When God is about the total opposite. Some of you probably wondering, why can't I love God and love money? Well, love involves what you're devoted to. How you show that devotion is through your time, through your resources, through your efforts, and through your pursuit. Our full devotion, time, effort, resources, and pursuit can only be given to one thing. And honestly speaking, most of us spend more time giving our time, resources, our efforts, and our pursuits chasing after money versus God. Matthew 6:21 says, "Wherever your treasure is, there the desires of your heart will also be." If you skip down to 6 and 24, it says, no one can serve two masters, for you will hate one and love the other. You will be devoted to one and despise the other. You cannot serve God and you cannot be enslaved to money. You can't serve both. But because you can't serve both doesn't mean that there isn't a healthy desire for money. The healthy mindset and viewpoint of money is to allow for God to guide you in how to use that money. To be willing to give and provide according to how God leads you to give and provide. Not based off of what you want. Listen, God has no problem with us being wealthy. But a lot of us aren't, because he knows the true intentions of our hearts. And he knows how it's going to change you. Or he knows what you're going to really do when you get it. So with all that information, you got to ask yourself, who do I love? God versus blank. I'll let you fill in the blank. Because for some people, it's not money. It may be sex, their partner. It may be education. It may be status. Sometimes it's our dreams, our desires, our goals, our talents. We put all those things before God. It could be anything. But the crazy part is that oftentimes we take whatever's in this blank and we put it over God. When God, he wants us to experience it just through his lens. So you got to ask yourself, who do you love? You got to make that decision. This is Levitation, where we're reaching the highest potential. Stay blessed.